Hey, what's up YouTube? So I wanted to create another video update. I just passed 103 Turo trips. I think this is my 104th. I'm actually coming back from the airport right now from that trip, and that one went pretty good. I did have a couple issues. I'll go into those a little bit later, I think. But I'd like to just go through all the earnings that I made, and I'll splice them in. I'll create another video on that in a little bit. So hit the thumbs up if you want to see that. Give me an indicator that you're actually there. Let me know how many people are interested. And I think that'll cover 2017 mostly, just from January till now, till August. And yeah, there should be some pretty interesting data in there. But one of the things that I wanted to bring up is that I've gotten a lot of bookings in the summertime, so I think that's the peak time you'll find, especially for any sedans and stuff like that. And the BMW, this X3, this SUV, has been getting good amount of bookings as well. Probably more. It surpassed the Volvo, which is a sedan, pretty quickly actually after I got the X3. One of the main things that I've been able to do with the additional money is put money back into the vehicles and give them the repairs that I normally wouldn't do if they were my personal vehicles. Usually I would just let things go, but now I'm kind of staying on top of things. The car's always clean and everything, so that's always nice to have a clean car whenever you're actually driving it. And but for the most part, these vehicles are only used for Turo, unless I have some places that I need to go and they're not booked for that time. But they've been pretty much booked up for the past couple of months, which has been great. I'm not sure the exact amount that I've brought in yet, but I'll post a video about that later on. Another thing that I guess I could bring up is some of the repairs that I've done. On the Volvo, I had some suspension work that I needed to be done, and I've been waiting to do that for a while, and I finally had the money to do it. And so I put in about $1,400 the other couple of weeks ago and got all that done. I got it done within a day. I just found a local mechanic. I think it was a chain actually that I went to. Brakes Plus, I think, is where I went, and they did a good job. And as far as chains go, you probably hear that a lot of chains have a bad rap, which is pretty true. But it really also depends on the people that are working there. So I think once you find a good place and you have a relationship with the shop, then they'll start. Then you can feel a little bit more confident about leaving your vehicle with them. I did have one issue after they did the suspension work. It seemed like something was loose in the back end, and I had to take it back in. I had to take it from a renter. Actually, they had to cancel the trip because of it, and that kind of sucked. But I got another rental like right away after that because it's so busy this month. Summertime is the time for Turo. And but yeah, so I got all that stuff done. That's nice to finally have all that done, which that actually leads into this other thing with another guest. They rented the vehicle. This is talking about the Volvo, and this is after I had the suspension work and all that, and I was having an issue with a slow leak on one of the tires. I didn't get a chance to take it in, and they rented it, but I think the leak got a little bit worse while they had it, and one of the tires went a little bit flat. And when he left me a review, he said that the tires needed to be, that he knew about cars, is one thing he said. And then he also said that the tires needed to be replaced. But that's totally untrue, because all the tires have good tread on them. Two of them are actually brand new. So I think he was just noticing that, because he also mentioned the suspension being soft. And that's got to be because he was driving around on a partially flat tire. And, it's not that hard to figure out, which is kind of funny that he was saying, I know about cars and all that, and he wasn't able to really diagnose that properly. But yeah, Turo actually contacted me right after that and said that they gave me a warning about keeping up on the maintenance and everything, but then I informed them that all the tires are new and the guest was mistaken about that. That kind of stuff happens, I guess, but it didn't really reflect badly on me at all in the end, because I offered to take pictures of the tread and show them that all the tires and everything were in good condition, and I can also provide proof of the suspension work that was done. So if Turo ever wants to raise an issue about it, then I have the paperwork to show them. But yeah, I still have some extra cash. I'm about to actually pay off the Volvo. That'll probably be happening this month, so that'll be awesome. And then I could probably lower my personal insurance plan on that once I do that. Now, a lot of people have been asking about insurance. Now, I'm not an expert on it, but my next step would be to downgrade my personal insurance, since the car will no longer be financed. When you have a financed vehicle, you're required to have comprehensive coverage, which means they'll cover the value of the car if it's totaled. And I won't need that anymore if I don't have financing. And so that'll be nice to reduce that. And since I'm barely driving the car on my personal time, it seems like the right decision to make. Now, if the car was still a high value, if it still was over, worth over 15 grand or something, I would probably keep the higher insurance coverage on it. But yeah, Turo covers all the insurance that I need for the rentals, and I can raise it or lower it if I need to. I remember someone mentioned in the comments that I could probably get my own insurance and it would be cheaper than what Turo offers, and they're probably right about that, so I might look into it when I get some time. But pretty much they're bringing up, if I'm paying 25% out of my Turo booking fees every trip, and let's say I have, and it's rented maybe 20 days out of the month, and if the amount that Turo is taking is over, let's say $700, it may very well be actually, then I may actually be able to get insurance directly from an insurance provider for cheaper than $700 a month, and possibly increase my profit margin on that. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking into doing Turo. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Yeah, I had something I was going to bring up, but I can't remember what it was. Let's see, repairs, paying off the car. I know there was one more thing. Well, if I remember it, I'll just bring it up in the next video. But for now, just give a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you want me to make a video about. All right, peace.